After 1,000 years, the mists have finally cleared to reveal Albion, the land of myth and magic beyond the sea. Back in the old world, a king who rules with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land. Hoping to escape their grim lives, many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous.
Has stopped streaming. When did I do that? Oh, let me grab this.
Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land.
Set this up real quick.
Begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers.
You are among these adventurers. Okay, let's do this first, though. Let's get real. About to have everybody. I don't know. Actually, let's do this first. And then once I get a little started, then I'll go back. I don't have my usual setup. I don't have a big desk and stuff anymore. I literally got a desk, a bed desk that goes on my lap. It's like a small room. Let me turn this down a little bit too. I feel like this music is too loud. This is gonna bug me. We'll see who pops in. And if nobody pops in 10 minutes, then you know, we do the thing we do. We're gonna do daily real quick, so might as well put this up. Actually, when I normally in the dailies they got something to kill. Oh, am I using holy? Should I go bow? I said bows. We'll do bow. Keep it real. Yeah, let's claim those rewards. Look at all these Twitch drops. I gotta get them all. And see, this is what happens when you have Prime. You get all these Twitch drops for just watching other people play Albion. So like when you're not playing at work, you leave your shit on AFK and you collect all the drops from other people and you get a bunch of free stuff. We're gonna check out what we have here in a second. Let's go in here though. This is the only place we can store it. I forgot I even had a bunch of drops. So let's see what we got here. And I really don't need to be bringing my wolf with me. Let's start with these commons. We'll do the commons first. Those are normally just like battle emotes, community tokens, bouquet. So this is battle emotes. Let's do this rare. Some monk sandals. Have we done those yet? Okay, so we'll move this over here because we'll have to recycle those to get anything for them. Bard suit, interesting. I don't think I've seen this one. Did I say I've already unlocked it? Well, I guess so. I don't remember getting a bard suit. Now for this legendary armored elder's force. I like that. I like that he has the horn on the nose. That's legit. So, like, if I just switched, would it let me switch? Why can't I switch? Because it's the skin. Alright. Put all this stuff away. We got 20 community coins. We'll recycle these. This one has to go in there. What is that actually? Noble woman's jewelry. I don't think I've used one of these yet. Oh, maybe I did. We'll throw this in there just so we don't make too many trips. This goes in there. Then we'll go recycle those, and then we'll go do the daily. Recycle. So this is what you do, guys, when you have stuff that you don't need or trash or whatever, you can recycle them. And when you do, you'll get these community tokens, which you can use. I'll show you in a second.
It's a shame.
Which, come here, Mount. So you go here for the community tokens, guys, in case you didn't ever know. There's like a forge right here.
You have my utmost attention.
Or no. I'm wrong. Sorry. I said the wrong thing. Right here. So this is the vanity vendor right here. And so when you come to the vanity vendor, there are different items, and in here is where you find your community token items that you can use your community tokens to buy different things. Like you can get one of these Nightshade unicorns. I mean, there's tons of items in here that are mostly vanity skins for your other things. And by skins, I mean you'll have to have an item, and then it'll add to that item, right? So a bunch of these I already have. Actually, 90% of the stuff on the bottom I already have. So have that, have that, have that, have that, have that, have that. I don't believe I have this. Or this. The Entertainer's Mask. 800 for this Nightshade Unicorn. Let's see what it does it show me what it looks like? Yeah, it's alright. Hyena Cape. I actually like that. Swift Claw. Amethyst Cougar. That's actually an interesting skin. Amethyst Nightshade. Hellgate Victory of no charge. But anyways, you can get different items for your guild banners. You can get Bone Horse. What do you have with that? Necroman. Elixir, huh? Interesting. My buff already died? For 3 more minutes. So 3 more minutes I'm gonna run. Something better. And then we'll do the daily. I'm gonna go run this community tokens back to the bank. Then I'm gonna go do some farm stuff. Hopefully that 3 minutes will be up. We'll shoot a rocket off. Maybe a bunch of people will jump in for the first time in forever. It's gonna put me in a real banning type mood because nobody wants to be in my stream right now, but the second they have an opportunity to win some tokens, they want to come in. Bunch of Minecraft and Call of Duty watchers who have no idea what the fun of like open world PvP is even like. They want to be able to they want to be able to manipulate the lobbies by using new accounts every 3 weeks to get easy games so they could stream or do clan wars against people who don't have real clans. They're just a bunch of random people playing together and don't really play that well or play very tactical. And that's not me just talking shit. That's literally my experience playing the game. And anyone who can prove me wrong, please. I would love to see you prove me wrong. Show me that your team is using mics and talking and being tactical. I'm sure there are a few out there, but I have not seen them. Every clan I've ever been brought to is just grinding for weapons and not really doing much else. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm not like hating on that system. I'm just saying for me that's not very fun. That's not what I'm looking for in a video game. To just be playing by myself and be in a clan. That's why I have this guild. It's so I can play together with other people that want to play together. And if there's anybody active, which there isn't at the moment, which is a guild tab. Just me so far, but there are guys here, right? There's some guys in here that are pretty regular. Of course, people are gonna fall on and off the game. You have to come on and off the game, and you have to respect people's ability to have a life. Me personally, I haven't been able to stream that much. I was in a big move, so like, how am I supposed to bless people's game or do rockets or anything when you have real life to deal with, and sometimes you have to take a step back from games. I wish I could stream every day consecutively. That would be real nice, but the reality is sometimes I have to take care of me, and that means stepping away from games for a little while to doesn't mean I'm gone forever though, that's for sure. I love video games. Probably will never quit playing video games my entire life. I'll be one of those old guys on YouTube that they're like, you see this old guy? And I want to share some other games with the community too, which I know I will soon. Let's put these falls down. Okay, we got the falls down. Where's our ox, please? These baby ox over here. We'll do food for these. We'll go ahead and nurture them. Got plenty of points here. We'll just keep farming mounts until, I can get a little more time on my hands to continue to do more. In order to get this island, you have to be a premium player for at least 1 week and pay a bunch of silver to get it. Some people would be like, oh man, you gotta be premium. But 1 week of premium is really not that expensive. And occasionally I might actually do giveaways for premium. I'm not sure exactly yet how I'm gonna do that. Because I have to save the ability to do stuff with my account, and be safe with it. I don't want people trying to steal my information or know too much about me. I'm pretty open book anyways, but I'm definitely know what is possible. So, alright, and that's pretty much all I had to do for my island. I got everything set up. It took me about 2 days of resting to get enough focus to do all of that. And you can find your focus in this tab right here. And here's the focus, third line down. And I still have 13,000 focus. You can get up to a 30,000 max focus. Let me put this away. You can get up to 30,000 max focus, which is pretty standard. Like if you're taking a couple of days off or whatever. Normally takes 2 days to build up 30,000 focus, and it takes about 20 minutes to get rid of it all. Less actually. You just see me use more than half the focus I had to do all of the farming that I was doing. And I could actually probably buy some more horses and stuff. And there are 2 different ways that you can buy those. Here, I'm gonna show you. There are 2 different ways that you can buy foals, right? You can buy foals from this vendor here in this tab. You can see, you can buy foals. They're kind of expensive here. You can find them cheaper in the actual market. I don't really need them because I've come up with a way that I just am able to afford my gear and things that I need or want. And I'm not really pushing the game like as grindy as I was in the beginning because I just don't have the time that I had when I first started. I was streaming pretty much 2 hours a day every day. Now I have to be a little bit more moderate with it. I do want to start making more guide videos. I think that's what I'm going to focus on, is having the time to edit YouTube videos and my Twitch streams. So, damn it, I got this wheat. Oh well. put it back later. I'm trying to go fight right now. Where'd my vape go? I'm losing my vape again. Ah. Oh no. Like a crackhead. Give me 1 second to find my vape, guys, and then I'm gonna do this daily dungeon. Actually, I want to check on my buff too. Oh, so I'll be ready to go here in just 1 second. Just give me a second to figure out what I did with my vape. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm sitting on it, literally. Well, that was quick. I'm gonna reel you back in here. Get comfortable. Hit this buff. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Just knocking out dailies. Figured I'd shoot a rocket off. I said I was going to do some giveaways at the beginning of the month, so I'm going to keep my word here. I'm going to eat this food. I got cabbage soup. I'm really not that far down the tier list. I'm wearing tier 5 gear. I'm using tier 6 whispering bow. I got soldier's boots on, which gives me a move bonus and a heal for a couple seconds, 5 seconds. I'm using a defense to give me a little bit of stand-in power, so I don't have to move around too much. I'm using electric field, which is AoE damage. I'm using the cooldown rate on the stalker jacket. I'm using the mage's cowl. I'm using poison for extra damage because I'm going DPS damage on that. And for the bow, I'm using first skill multi-shot, first skill for my W slot, which is going to be my crowd control. And then I'm using undead arrows for more DPS damage, and I'm running defense defense debuff for all the enemies I fight. The cabbage soup will give me food, which will regenerate my health by 270% for the 30 minutes that it will not take me that long to beat this dungeon. Takes me about 10 minutes to complete each daily dungeon. And if I use my runs and stuff at the correct times, then I will be even better off. So some of the settings that you have on Albion, just to let you guys know, if you guys have never played MMOs before or never played ARPGs, you definitely want to go into your game settings and just look through these and make sure you have all of your stuff that you would like, especially when it comes to interface, whether you're using 1-click, 2-click, speech bubbles, damage numbers, name tags, party interface stuff. Same with controls. You want to make sure you have your targeting correct, everything ready to go, so that way when you go into dungeons and stuff, you're able to speed through at a pace, and you know exactly how your controls are going to work, and they're comfortable for you. You want to be using your skills as much as possible too. Like sometimes you'll see me kind of just be waiting on the Q skill. I don't necessarily need to use my other skills too much. You'll see me pop a few on different ones. I try not to use my R or D unless I'm in a situation where I feel like I have a bunch of mobs on me, which you'll see in a minute. And I can use my Q as an interrupt as well. Just gonna move out of here. In Albion, orange circle is bad. If you're in the orange circle, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. Could possibly get debuffs and stuff as well. So just be aware that you want to be moving out of those orange circles. Oh my gosh, why is he doing so much damage for it? Die. Um, yeah, you want to stay out of the orange circles, and then there are all different kinds of orange caution markers on the ground and stuff like that. Like this one, you definitely don't want to be in front of them when that goes off because you'll get poisoned and you'll continue to take damage even after you're done fighting. Okay, we're gonna grab all of these guys, get them within the cone of the queue, stay out of that. We'll go ahead and freeze them in place. That gives me a little extra damage. We're gonna go ahead and use our D skill here just to hurry up. D skill is just a poison arrow, just adds magical damage to already DPS. So, here's a mini boss. You can tell mini bosses because they have this fancy outline around the outside of their name. This is just a daily dungeon, so I really don't have to worry about, oh, don't want to stand in that. That's bad. Okay. I'm gonna do a little heal action here just so I can reset. I wish that poison did damage to him when he was in it. That would be nice. It's okay if you have a misstep, just take your time. Be aware that you know, if you've already eaten, your food buff here will let you, whatever weapon you choose, you really want to be able to know that that's like, depending on your play style, what weapon you want to use, right? There are plenty of weapons in the game of Albion. Here, I'll show you guys a total. This is the tech tree or skill tree, as you want to call it. You start in the middle with absolutely nothing and you work your way out to the end. So I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Fuck you. How about that? But yeah, so you want to, if you're working your way, like if you're fighting anything, you're going to be getting weapon skill, which comes down to this side of the tree. And as you go up, you'll get down to this end and you'll be a Reaver. There are different types of characters you can be, but as you can see, you can be anything you want in Albion, you just have to change your gear. So if I wanted to be a mage, I could just pick up a staff weapon, whether that be an arcanist, whether that be a pyromancer. I'm sure they got a nice one over here somewhere, frost mage, and then a warlock. So there are plenty of different types, and then this is your offhand stuff, the tomes. And there are different types of them, right? And each one has its own set of skills that it has, right? So like, let's say I wanted to be an arcanist, right? So each arcanist has 7 different weapons they can choose from, right? Each one has a pretty much the same base set top skills, and then one extra skill that makes it unique. So as you can see here, we have Dark Sphere, and then over here, if I wanted to pick the next one, we have Crowd Control, and we have Buff, and then we have Black Hole, and we have Time Corridor. So each one has its own special skill, but normally the same base top skills. And as you level up the weapon itself, it unlocks more and more of the skills, right? So as you get up toward level 100, you'll unlock these special passives and also unlock these extra skills they have on the end. So that's how they work. Same with the armor. Same with anything else. Can anyone buff you? Do you need to be banned? You gotta come in someone's stream and ask for buffs? General Epic. Why don't you come in and shout out a streamer that's better than you? How about that? People are such clowns on this platform. Like, I love Omlet a lot. Like, I started out on Omlet, so of course, like, you know, it's my shit, but like, kids don't understand decorum, I should say. Decorum, right? Like, it's bad enough you're already it's bad enough you're already in here getting the opportunity for free tokens. It's not like you were in here when I started my stream up to say hi or to like, what's going on or whatever. You just literally came in here to ask for buffs. And everyone else is in here literally doing the same thing, so none of them have buffs. None of them have the ability to have buffs. They're trying to get tokens so they can get a buff. Like, if anything, you should have just been really nice to me and you might have got some cool stuff, but that's out of the question now. You're just fucked. But anyways, back to what I was doing. Talking about Albion. Uh, so Albion's just been a cool way for me to just kind of like play mobile. This is an opportunity for me to play mobile games with people. Like you can join in Albion online from your mobile. You could join the clan, there's no requirement, or our guild, there's no requirement, there's no tax. Guilds in Albion often have a tax and take some of the money from every single kill you make. Um, my guild does not do that. Uh, we're all about helping and moving forward and creating group opportunities to do dungeons and open world stuff. What's up, Saya? Sorry, I can hardly read anyone's name. I'm actually looking at my phone for a second screen right now because I moved into a smaller apartment or a small ass house or small ass room, whatever you want to call it, and I don't have enough room for 2 TVs. So I'm literally playing on my laptop and using my phone to read chat. If you guys have Prime, Amazon Prime, you can watch my stream from Twitch and receive Twitch drops, which are free items. I talked a little bit about that at the beginning of this, but plenty of free items. You can use that for recycling for community tokens, which unlock more vanity items. You can... Sorry. Let me get by this little setup here. Drag this guy up here. You little scumbag. I'm gonna finish this dungeon quick. Hola, Linux. What's up, buddy? Normally I would be using my Q skill as more of an interrupt in open world just because I don't like to take the image in open world because there's a chance that you'll get smacked by PvP. What's up, Blink Streets? Welcome, welcome. Normally would be able to say what's up to everybody that comes in. What's up, Suki? Sasuki? Sorry. Like I said, I can barely read it. It's on my phone. So please forgive me if I butcher your name. It's not on purpose. I'm not trying to be a clown. Uh-oh. I actually missed something, so I'm gonna go back. There's this little pathway right here on the map. You can kind of see it right here. I missed this little pathway. And it has 2,000 silver in it, so it's kind of worth going back. Ah, shit. Anyways, that gives me a second to say what's up to everybody. What's up, Naga? How you doing? How's everybody doing? We have a huge thunderstorm here, so hopefully my connection stays as good as it is right now. I'm actually on Wi-Fi, which is bad. You should never do Wi-Fi streams, but it's working out pretty well. So yeah, definitely check out Albion online for mobile. I believe it's a 3 gig download in total. Kind of big, but worth it. Really worth it. No begging for buffs. I mean, they can beg for buffs, but I'm gonna fucking clown on them. Like, it's gonna happen. If you beg for buffs while I'm doing a buff stream, you're gonna get clowned on. That's just all there is to it. Especially if I like never seen you before, never heard of you, and you're just coming in to ask other people in my streams to buff you. Like it's funny. Like if anything, they might buff me. They're not gonna buff you. What's up, Suman? What's up? Oh, jeez. What did you say there? Let me translate that. Why is it so glitched? Oh my. It glitched out on me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come back and let me see if it'll translate for me now. Oh, did space remove it? Alright, whatever. That's cool. I normally just auto-translate and then just answer them specifically. If I have my phone up, I can actually read it because I can auto-translate. Jeez, this was a long walk back. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't paying attention. I was so busy talking and just killing stuff. I was trying to get through this dungeon really fast so we could get out into some open world stuff and I could talk about how other things work. Yeah. Thanks, Space. I appreciate it. He's trying to be smart. Is that? Uh-oh. Spaghettios. Uh, so this guy does two different things you have to watch out for. He has some stuff on the ground and he spits as well, so you gotta kind of be careful. If you walk on the stuff behind him, you will take damage. If you do not move out of the way when he drops stuff on the ground, you will take damage. Other than that, this is one of the simpler bosses to actually have to deal with is the tier 5. You just have to mitigate where he's walking and where you're walking so you don't take damage. His basic attack is not going to be strong enough to really kill anybody, especially if you're in tier 4 gear. I'm going to have to run here. A little damage there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that is how you do a daily dungeon. Pretty simple, pretty fast, doesn't take too long. What we got here? What kind of questions are these guys asking? Am I fucked up? No, I live in a sober house, tard. What is it like I say? Why is everything just for you? Oh, I don't know. Not everything is just for me. What do you mean? Like buffs? Please feel free. If anybody wants to buff anyone else in my chat, go ahead and do it. But I'm just saying, if you come in and ask for buffs, that's kind of dumb. Like, to be honest. Like, post it on your profile or do something else. Ask your mom and dad for money. It's everything for me. I like this guy, actually. What's his name? Pash Pavlov? Pash Pavlov. I bet you speak English and you're just being a fucking asshole. Okay, so, in Albion, there are all these different cities. The cities kind of count as, like, factions, right? So over here we got Fort Sterling. Here we got Thetford. Down here you got Martlock. Bridgewatch. And then over here you got Limhurst. And then you have these up here, which are roads. And guilds can create their own outposts in roads. So you have certain places that are like, when you come through the portal, you'll come out here. And you'll have to make your way. All these areas, all these zones in this top map are PvP zones. And you can get killed at any time, and people will take all of your shit. Anything you have on you when you get killed will be taken. Down here in the open world, it's a little bit different. Down here in the open world, you have different colored zones. The blue zones are obviously starting zones and give you kind of a little bit more leeway. When you die, nothing happens. Yellow zones are a little bit trickier. When you die, you get knocked down. You don't actually die, you get knocked down. And when you get knocked down, you lose a percentage of your fame, your battle fame. And then in red zones, if you get knocked down, you lose all your shit. Every piece of gear you have will disappear. Your mount will disappear. Everything will disappear. So it makes it a little tricky to move around by yourself in the red zones because you'll oftentimes find a lot of gankers trying to steal people's gear and make money off of it. There are also these things called myths, corrupted dungeons, a lot of multiplayer style stuff. 2v2, 5v5, 20v20, 50v50, and Zerg versus Zerg, which is just whole factions versus whole factions. What can I tell you guys about next? Let's see. I don't really have a whole ton of money, so what do I want to do for money? I guess I'm gonna go in this tier 5 zone, and I'll see if I can find an elite dungeon so I can show you guys how to look for those. And in the meantime, I'm gonna kind of do... I don't want to do too much skinning. I don't want you guys to have to watch me skin stuff, because that's kind of boring. I'll actually teach you guys a couple different things while I'm in here. So this is a yellow zone, Willowside Marsh. I actually don't have my map covered up. If I go into red zones or I'm going into group dungeons or I'm doing group content, I will cover my map up because if someone sees where you are on the map, they can come and kill you. Even if they are the same faction, as long as I'm faction flagged, which means I have this purple Thetford cape, which means I'm faction flagged with Thetford at the moment. I receive extra fame bonus and faction bonus, which you can find in faction warfare. And once you get up to a certain amount, you get one of these iron campaign chests. How you get these is you build up your faction points till you get a certain amount of points and they'll be available, or you can buy them from the faction vendor. Hello, who's that? 26 Zaya? What's up? How's it going? 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Z, 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 Z. What's up? Should just put a real name. Okay, so when it comes to dungeons, you have a couple different kinds. They upgrade as time goes on. You have regular ones like this, solo dungeons, which just have a green light coming out of them. Then you have ones that have a green light with butterflies. Then you have one that has a blue light with, and then another one with blue light and butterflies. And essentially that's level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. If you want to go into level 5s, try to get a free loot there. I'm gonna go where I might be able to find some other elite dungeons at. We'll see. So everything you do in Albion gains money, whether it's gathering, PvP, solo, group content. It all goes towards your character overall. Depending on which it is, it goes down a different part of the tech tree, right? Obviously this is the gathering side of the tech tree or production side of the tech tree. So if you wanted to, every piece of gear in Albion is made by a player. So players had to level up their gear skill in order to make the specific type of gear. And then they sell it to a faction vendor, right? Or let me look up there. Let me get the map. Okay, so in this little area right here called Carleon is a pirate vendor. When you go in there and you sell your gear to him, it becomes open world loot gear. So once you sell to this vendor, your gear that you sold here can drop anywhere in the map here or anywhere in the map here. Anywhere on the map. Other than that, each city has a marketplace vendor that also you can sell to, but the gear that gets sold there will not drop open world. There is a bit of a risk getting there. To Carleon, obviously they wanted to not make it so easy, so it's surrounded by red zones. So in order for you to get there, normally you want to create some kind of caravan from whatever main city you have and go with a group of people. You want to send scouts first, someone who's less geared than you, to go in there first and look through the map and make sure there are not groups of gankers sitting on one side or the other waiting for people to get kind of halfway into the map and then kill them and take their stuff. Load up a couple oxes and take them from the main city all the way here so you can sell them. You get more money there oftentimes, and I believe you get some other stuff, but I'm not really sure. I haven't done it yet. I'm just going off of information and just letting you guys kind of know how that works. Let me look for. So you can store stuff here. Carrying resource order, one-stop storage solution. Pay once for a given post, use it forever. Okay. So obviously in this map, there is a post where you can go and put stuff. So if you want a dungeon but not have to go all the way back to the city or not use this fence post to journey back, you can only use this while you're on your mount. And as you can see, it costs a little bit of money there. You get 3,223 silver just to travel back to Thetford from here. So the farther you get away from Thetford, the more that cost is going to be. The closer you are, the cheaper it's going to be. Doesn't matter how much gear or whatever you're carrying. You're so good with your crossbows. Well, actually, I'm going to go back to another map. Maybe not. Maybe not. I lied. Oh, ganker. These, okay, these right here they will take you to the mists. I'll show you guys what that is. Mist is a PvP zone, and the mists are going to go to the associated zone. So for this, obviously, it's going to be a yellow mist. This is what we call non-lethal. Yellow regions are non-lethal, means you get knocked down rather than killed. Means you lose combat fame, possibly some silver, but you don't get all your stuff taken. So like I would not want to lose my wolf mount, so I would not go into lethals with my wolf mount because I'm unsure of what I might run into. And also there are ways you can avoid people inside these things. There's a couple different things that are on here. There's the entrance to Brazilian. You have to have 50,000 reputation with Brazilian. What does this say? Easier way to sell your drop on the black market is just to live inside. Yeah. Yeah, to live there. Yeah, that's true. Um, you can live in any city in Albion. There's no requirement for one city or the other. I'm not gonna go to Brazilian right now. On this map, there's also this too. Like we got a small treasure chest here. It's gonna unlock here soon. Let's go see if anybody's gonna fight. We might get involved if it's not a lot of people and we can actually kill the people that are there. Get over there. So you'll see me hop on and off of this wolf, and that's to prevent the debuff of the speed debuff. Because once I howl, I get a buff to my speed, and after it runs out, I actually get a debuff. Oh, let me get this. So there's a couple different ways to farm in the mists. One of them is to release those wisps out of these little crates, and that gives you a pretty good reputation and fame and all that stuff. These guys are already fighting for this chest, right? Bet. I just want to watch. He's running. Why are you running, dude? I like how he's using bear paws. Let's see what his build is. He's on 5s. Oh, that doesn't work in there. But yeah, that's essentially how it goes. And you can, I could have unmounted, but it's better to stay on your mount, to be honest, and be knocked off of your mount. It's kind of the trick to not having the cooldown when you come off of your mount for your skills. So if you didn't know that already, that's something. I'm just interested in just getting more combat fame faster. Get my bow to level 100. So I'm just gonna do one mist for you guys just to show it's like what I'm doing when I'm in here. Oh. There are a couple different things you can do while you're in here. One is free those whiffs. Another thing is get in this you see this area right here, how it's like this. Inside here will be enemies to kill. Once you kill a certain amount of enemies in here, like here, I don't want to come off because I know this guy's being sneaky. You get an 8-second skill cooldown. Looks like Legacy of Discord. It actually reminds me of a game called Dark Orbit, which is a browser game on Java. Um, Here's another camp. Oh shit. Ouch. But you can see as I'm killing these guys, this small heretic camp is going to fill up, and then at the end I get this combat fame we have down here, or this fame we have down here. So that's essentially what you want to do in these zones because it will level your weapons up faster, and you can do this at 4.1, you can do this at, I wouldn't really do it at tier 3. I prefer to carry 4.3 weapons in here, and when I say that, what I mean is underneath of your weapon you'll have these little dots. Each of these dots is a level of enchantment, so you can get up to 4 enchantments on each piece of gear. Um, so you can have, like right now, I'm at tier 5 gear, so I can have 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, and then you go up to 6, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 7, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, and it goes up to 8 tiers, so it's not like there's some ridiculous number. You do have to individually level up each weapon and stuff for each type of weapon, I should say, not every single weapon. Like if I'm using bows right now, once I level up this bow to 100, all of the bows will be a level 100. It's just a bow skill. The shit the fuck? Oh, I missed that. Big whiff. Oh, my food's out. That's what's going on. I'm not healing. Always got to remember to check your buffs up here. Stay with food, so that way it's a continuous heal. Unless you're a healer, of course, then you don't need food. Uh, I always bring heal pots when I'm DPS. If you're a mage, you'll probably want to bring mana pots, so you can keep mana on you at all times. They'll be the blue ones, obviously. If you've never played MMOs before, blue pots are normally mana. They coincide with the blue color of the mana bar on the bottom. Red pots coincide with heal bars, so that's how that works. We'll go ahead and save this wisp right here. And you can see that above my head how much I'm going to get for this. So I got 2,843 combat fame. Right now, Mist is the fastest way, as far as I know, to get combat fame. And I'm just looking for elite mobs and clearing out these camps. Once you get what you want off of a map, you can always leave and go to another map or find another wisp and move to the next possible location. The mist will also close in a certain amount of time. I forget how much time exactly it takes for a mist to close, but who got lucky? Smiley Mike? Congratulations, Smiley Mike. I have to like lean all the way in to see who it is. I could also be taking these out, doing the skinning for these. There are also trees or cotton bushes, skyflower, hemp. There's lots of different types of stuff in here. Oh, I'm gonna get this too. I use the leather I get for mounts. Uh, Mounts come as foals or come as horses, and then you saddle them, and then they become mounts. So some people have a confusion of how that works. They're like, why can't I get on this horse that I just bought? And it's like, because your horse has no saddle. You have to put a saddle on the horse. And in order to do that, you have to produce some leather, or you can just buy a saddled horse, of course. But most of the time, uh, when they start you out, they kind of show you that in the beginning, but they don't really tell you how it works per se, how the production works, going to the leather person and having them turn your leather into stiff leather, and then being able to use that stiff leather to create saddles. Here we go. What I'm doing too is I have this leather skinning knife, and then I also have this skinner tome. As I skin stuff, this book will fill up with more of these little bookmarks. And once it's full, you can sell them on the marketplace, or you can use them yourself. Like, you consume it, and it will give you a certain level of skill for your skinning, depending on how full it is. Oh, I'm getting tired. Today was a long day. What is that? And you can hover over most things or click on them to see what level they are. Like, this is obviously a level 1 Wolp Wolpertinger. And same with this kind of stuff. Like, this is iron ore, which is obviously 4. This is granite, which is 5, because blue is 4, red is 5. It goes kind of the same colors as your gear as well. So like this, a yellowish color will be 6. Let me see, what are the other ones? Let me go to a weapon. So let's say for the bows, right? You got blue for tier 4, red for tier 5, orange for tier 6, yellow for tier 7, and white for tier 8. It's also a quick way, like if you don't want to stare at someone's gear for too long, like you think they're going to attack you, you just want to figure out what it is. You can look at the color. Jeez, I just whiffed that big time. Get out of the way. If you're premium, you get extra hide as well. You can see here I get this premium bonus. I paid for premium, but premium's not necessary. It does advance you a little faster. Not much faster, but a little bit faster. It also has a couple other benefits. Like I said, if you get 1 week of premium... Sorry. If you get 1 week of premium, you can buy an island. I think it's like 160,000 silver or something like that. I wish I knew more of the exact... I'm going to do guides here in a while for all of that stuff and put them on my YouTube. But for now, I'm just playing. I need to get a little bit more time on my hands. I recently just moved, and because of my move, I have time constraints on everything. And so I'm very limited as to what I can do at the moment. But that will change here soon. How to upgrade weapons? Show. Oh, okay, yeah. As soon as I leave this, I'll show you how to upgrade the weapons. You're talking about the enchantment, right? The enchantments for the weapons? I'll show you. So you know those annoying things that seem like they're trash that come out of mobs in dungeons, in elite dungeons? They'll be like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This mist is closing in 4 minutes. So give me 4 minutes, and I'll go through that with you guys. Okay, I'm back over here. Let me use this again. I want to find one more camp to clear, and I think I know where one is. Bingo bongus! Bingus bongus. You did. I'm gonna try to grab all these guys and kill them all at once. They seem pretty weak. Ah, he hit the campfire. That's funny. Alright, we can grab all these guys now. My AoE's back up. Trying to clear this camp pretty quickly. Before this time runs out, maybe. Get over here! Hmm. 2 minutes to clear this. I'm so close! There it is. See? And I already leveled up some stuff. And that's how quick it is in here. Like, sometimes in the open world, it feels like it takes me forever to, like, get a weapon upgrade unless I'm using a combat tome. Which I'll show you guys those too as well. 4 minutes. Oh, man. I mean, I could just leave through here, but if you leave... Okay, that's another thing. Okay, so if you leave through these sides of the map, right, you will exit in some random place. If you go in here, you will be in Brazilian. If you wait until the mist closes, you will go back to where you started from. So I will show you exactly what I mean by this. It might spit me in Brazilian, actually. And if it does, I'm gonna be fucking angry. Okay. No, sir. What did I just tell you? Go lay down. Now. Sorry, I have a big dog. And he hates when people open this door and he can't see who it is. What's up, man? Streaming some Albion.
Streaming Albion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inner chapter?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I would have known that was tonight. I could have fucking knocked that out.
How is it so?
I don't think I would have made it. Yeah, I don't think I would have made it anyways, to be honest. So I didn't bring my skateboard today with me.
Right, the school hooked me up to sign up 3 people.
The what?
The school
Oh, yeah?
I go to, they hooked me up to sign up 3 people.
Oh, sick!
Oh,
That's what's up.
bucks.
Save it up, because tomorrow night we're going down to South First. You still want to go, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go see my homegirl's show.
Okay.
It's from 6 to 10, but I mean, we'll probably just go in, listen to a couple songs or something, and go walk around because I got a bunch of artist market stuff down there and good food.
Oh yeah.
But the food's my treat for fixing the fence.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Yeah. Awesome. I've been anywhere.
No, I remember you saying that. I was gonna take you with me either way. Remember I was saying we're gonna do something?
By myself.
I wanted to go do go-karts and stuff, but I don't think it's gonna be I won't. This Saturday I won't want to be doing that. Like when I finally get to where I only have to go to 3 meetings a week and I have a little bit more time on my hands, I'll be fine. But doing 5 meetings at an hour and a half apiece, you know what I'm saying?
Why not?
And my sponsor only wants me going to NA meetings at the moment, so I'm kind of like, Scrooge McDuck right there. Okay, so to upgrade, let me see what I need actually to upgrade this. So you go to this forge over here, and you go to bows, and you can see down here which artifact you can. Let's see, tier that, and down here it will show you selection random creates one of the following artifacts. Depending on which rune you have. Required resources, you need 50 Master's Relics in order to get one of these. Enchanting equipment. If I bring it over here, you must have full oh, okay, my bad. Okay, so I need to go repair real quick. Give me 1 days. Okay, so I'm going to repair my gear, and then I'm going to go look and see what it's going to take for me to enchant stuff. Wherever I can. Why is I'm not able to get back on my mount. What the hell is going on? Okay. Send video? Of what? What am I sending a video of? But anyways, this is where you would go. You go over here to this foundry, you click on the type of gear or whatever. Yeah, you know, drop it in there and it tells you exactly what you need. I need 192 Master Souls in order to get this from Enchanted 1 to Enchanted 2. So in other words, to get to 6.2, I need 192 of these Master Souls, right? So what I can do to get the Master Souls is I can either look in my stuff, which I probably have a bunch. The bar with the music. What? I'm not understanding you, Space Shankla. You gotta make more sense than that, dude. The bar with the music. So I need to save those stones. Oh yeah, you've been needed to save those stones since the beginning. You never get rid of those stones. You see, I only have 18 Master Souls, right? So in order to get more Master Souls, what I might do, because I haven't been doing that many Elite Dungeons lately, I've just been farming, because I haven't had much time, right? I've been on my island, collecting and doing this kind of stuff during the mornings, and then just watching other people's streams to get drops. And that's what I've been doing since I moved. I haven't been able to. I was very slow. When you out tomorrow? Oh, I don't know. Fridays and Saturdays are gonna be tough for me to stream because I want to see my girlfriend. But I'm gonna go check on these Master Stones real quick. I'll definitely be out until at least midnight because that's my curfew. So we can go in here and we can go to tier 6 and we can type in Master's Souls. Oh, not dungeon maps. Oh, why did I do that to myself?
Ready to leave?
I'm gonna go grab some so I can. Not the Yuletide boot. So these are what I need. Master Soul, not souls. It's easier for me to enchant lower weapons. Let me see something real quick. I'll show you how to do it. $639. So I might have enough to do it to one tier 4 weapon. Let me see. What tier 4 weapon do I like? I'll do it to these Death Givers. How about that? I like the Death Givers. Is your graphics max? My graphics setting mostly low and medium. My laptop couldn't handle high and above. Yeah, my fan's not even on right now. I really should have my fan on. My shit. I got a Asus Predator Helios 300. So it's a gaming laptop. It's pretty fancy. And I'm not on a wired connection currently, so I'm kind of worried about my actually, let's turn that on. Game settings, general. And in here, graphics, frame rate, VSync. Interface. Here we go. I don't know where it is. There's a way to put the speed of your frame rates and stuff over here, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'll have to look it up so I can show you. But anyways, I'm gonna go tier up these Death Givers. Okay, so I just go here to where enchant item, and I put this in here, and it's gonna tell me I need 102 of these. And then it's going to give me, literally, it looks like 100 extra item power per, or at least for this first enchantment. So I can go enchant here. You don't have the material needed to enchant this. I need to go get Adept's Rune. So I grabbed the wrong thing. Yeah, but I'm playing on my laptop though. When I play on my phone, I don't play on high settings at all. So I need these. I put these back, I don't really need that shit. So let's go tier these Death Givers up. So instead of buying the expensive versions of these weapons too, you can actually tier weapons up and then sell them. And they become extremely expensive. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Like, let's say I wanted to get a set of Death Givers that was like tiered, or enchantment level 3. So basically, Death Givers 4.3, right? So I come over here to the market. I'm going to go tier 4, all, and I'm going to go Death Givers. And let's say I said tier 4, right? So they're going to be for enchantment level 4. Okay, so if I got them and bought them with 0 level enchantment, they'd be 83,594 silver. And then if I tiered them up to enchantment 4, they're worth 950,000 silver. So it's worth it to save those little runes in order to tier the weapons up and sell them off as you don't need them. Yeah, that's how you make money, bro. You didn't know that? So, like I said, you go in here, you set this up to enchantment on the Artifact Foundry, you set your Death Givers in there, and then, as you can see here, I can enchant them. And there you go. Now I have I have these Death Givers, and they're level 4.1. The item power is 932. I get a bonus because my Death Givers are actually already leveled up in my tier tree. So if you look down here in my tier tree, I have those are Bear Paws. Where are my Death Givers? Oh, they're daggers, that's right. Daggers. Daggers are down? Here's daggers? No, they're not daggers. What the hell? Where are the Death Givers? There we go, Death Givers. So, if you go down to here, you will not be able to see what they do up here. It will tell you a passive bonus for the specialization for how far I've leveled them up. But in order to see all of the things for the Death Givers, you have to go down to the original beginning slot here, just up from the combat slot. And once you look at that specific set, it will bring you over here, and you can look at all of the extra spells that you will get for each level, plus the bonuses for those will be over here, dagger bonus, and then it tells you all the usable weapons and the extra spells you'll get for it. Okay? So, you see me level them up one time, you're going to check out how easy it is to level them up again. We put them in here. Now I need a different resource in order to get them to tier 2, right? Now I need 192 of these Adept Souls. So the ones that I just put back, literally now I need. and it will tier up from there. And then as you get to the max, you'll need the other things, right? These things down here that seem like junk, you will need these next after that. So you just keep going up, right? You'll need these, then you'll need these, then you'll need this stuff down here, depending on what it is. Each weapon has its own type of stuff. Like this is a feather talisman, this is a ritual candle. Depending on what type of weapon it is, you'll need different ones. So I'm going to tier them up again. I'm going to tier up these Death Givers again. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these souls here. And I'm actually going to grab this too, and we'll see if we can push it to the next level. I don't know if I'll have enough to get to 4, but we'll see. You're saving everything, because if you sell those for super cheap, I mean, you may be even able to find them on the market. You have 6 stacks of 999 tier 4 runes. That's funny, dude. You should just be banking right now. You should be farming and banking, because that's ridiculous to have that much and just be sitting on it. You could be having a full set of tier 8 gear for the cost of that, right? So I needed 192 of these to get enchanted tier 2, so we'll just go ahead and use that. We're going to tier up again on the Death Givers. Now our Death Givers are 1,032 item power, so that's pretty tough, pretty strong, right? Durability, we got it down here. We got our physical damage. It's going to be 48 physical damage, and damage per second for every 119 seconds. The resilience of penetration is going to be 75%. It also tells me down here the recipe for creating this level of weapon. I would need these materials in order to get a... So there are a couple different ways, right? You can level up your stuff with runes, or you can create the gear itself from these rare materials and have it already enchanted. So instead of me having to use these runes, I can have it without it. So now I'm going to put it up here again. And you see down here, we need 192 of these, right? So let me see how much 100 Adept's Relics are, right? Let me go check that out. So I'm going to see if I can, just on stream, try and get these as high level as I possibly can so I can show you guys how to do this. I've actually never done this before. I knew it was possible, but I never did it myself, just because I was kind of saving things to see which weapons I like. Because there are so many weapons and so many different playstyles in this game that you can kind of choose the way you want to play, and you can really honestly do it so many different ways. So I was looking for more of these Adept's Relics. So let's see here. Adept's Relic. So if I wanted 100 of them, 77k. Let's do it.
See you later.
Oh yeah, I forgot to grab them. Always remember to grab your items after you buy them, otherwise they just sit there. It's kind of good if you don't want to take up space in your inventory. Did my buff already run out? Sure did. I'm gonna use another one. Thank you guys for sticking around, Honeybee, Jamaica. I'm Froms, Linga. Thank you guys for sticking around in my stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate ya. I might actually get to a point to where if I don't see people or they're brand new, I might just start banning them all, just so they can't just sit in my stream and collect coins, and people who actually want to watch my streams can win some.
10% chance, 90% skill, and my power of will.
Oh, I'm too short. I need to go get 2 more Adept's Relics. I'm not too worried about silver at this point, because I have a bunch of mounts saved up. I really just need to go get leather.
Local goods.
I need 2 more of these. So we'll put 2 in here. We'll buy those, yes. We'll make sure we're picking them up, yes. Cement that.
My pleasure.
I always hope that just by me playing the game, that people will be able to learn something new. I will be playing some other games. I don't want to be playing Albion every single stream, so I'm going to play some different games in the future. So if you're interested in checking out other games, MMO, war games, sometimes I play RTS, strategy games. Mostly, though, I like PvP elements, so if there's no PvP in the game, I probably won't play it. I don't really like single-player games. I do like passive games, though. So now we have a set of 4.3 Death Givers, right? Now, the one thing I do have to say is, In caution, if you are using these weapons, they will cost more to repair. So keep that in mind whenever you're tiering these up, because if you're using these just on a regular, like I would use these right now for PvP in corrupted dungeons. I would put on a full set of tier 4 gear, 4 flat, probably, or 4.1 on all these, and then this would be my main weapon as a 4.3. So that way I didn't go above a certain amount of points, because when you go in to do PvP, if you're above a certain amount of points, and I want to show you the next step for this too. So if I try to do it again, it can't be enchanted any further. How is that possible? It's only 4.3. Huh. Anyways. But even if I wanted to sell the 4.3s, right? Let's go back and see how much we would get. English, please. I can see what you say, though, but you didn't need to say it 3 fucking times. Random tokens to me? How about this? I ban you, and you get nothing. How about
Don't
that?
be shy.
Back to this. So let's see. Death Givers, but 4.3 is still 220,000.
Satisfied?
So I spent maybe, what was it, 77? I spent 77,000. So that probably wouldn't be worth it in the long run to do that on a regular basis with this specific set of weapons. But for other weapons it would be. What's up, Suzuki-chan? Thank you for saying hello. So it probably wouldn't be that useful to do it on the regular. Plus, it's kind of difficult to farm these, unless you're just doing elite dungeons all the time, or killing specifically glowing open world mobs is the other thing you can kill for those. Sorry, I need a sip of my drink. And it's fucking hot in here. I might have to turn my fan on for a second. Where's my dog? I guess my dog just left. My dog's not chilling with me. I'm gonna turn my fan on real quick. The rain brought the humidity, and these guys in this house don't turn the fucking air conditioning on. Oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna stick with the bow, and I'm gonna go do some leather farming. Actually, I need to see something. I don't know why I just left there. I need to go see how many mounts I have so I can figure out the math on what I need. So I have 10 tier 3 journeyman horses and 5 adept horses and 1 ox. So I know I need 30 planks, 30 chestnut planks. So let's just go ahead and pick up 30 chestnut planks and put them in the bank. That'll be for the tier 3 ox saddle. Oh, that air feels so good from the fan. Oh, I need to get an actual room fan too. I have one up here on the desk, but chestnut planks. And I need 30. It's gonna be expensive. 2,000. That's not too
See you
bad.
later.
Thank you. That's why I put it. I
Want
left
to
that
trade?
on because I always forget to grab stuff and
Got
then I have to
everything?
come back and get it. I left that reminder on. What's up, No Yes Cat? Get these planks in there. Now we have enough planks to do this. I'll show you guys how to saddle stuff too. Saddling is different for different things. Let me see. Do I have enough here? Alright. I might actually switch mounts real quick because it's going to be too heavy for this mount. I'm gonna mount up on my ox so I can actually carry all this stuff. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. We're gonna grab this tier 3 stuff, and I'm gonna grab these horses. So I've been working on getting enough stuff to where I can use these leather materials to make saddles, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Once you saddle a mount is worth about 10k more. So you never really want to spend more than 10k mounting, and how you find out how much you're gonna spend on mounting a saddle would be through these tanners, and you can see down here there says usage fee per 100 nutrition is going to cost you blah 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 such amount, depending on which one it is. It tells you the owner of the place, it tells you the durability and the food available. Same with the saddlers. You want to check and see where you can get the cheapest deal at. Like down here, this guy's charging 539 across the board, and this guy up here is charging 99999 for 100 nutrition consumed for users. Associates get a discount. So obviously I'm going to want to go to this saddler here because the usage fee for regular users is going to be 539. So I'm going to go down here and check out this guy. You want to make sure you get the usage fee as cheap as possible. You can even travel to another city completely in order to get a usage fee, but the travel cost could be very expensive depending on what you're carrying and what gear you have on. So sometimes stripping naked and just taking specifically stripping off all your gear and taking exactly what you need and nothing more, nothing less. Alright, we're going to go ahead and craft some of this now. Try to get as many saddles as we can. So this creating thick leather takes it's essentially 7 stiff leather to every 14 regular thin hides. It's a 2-to-1 ratio.
Stand back.
And that's it. And you also get gathering fame for that. So your gathering skill will go up for production of leather. You can see down here I got production of leather. And this will give you the idea of how far up on the tree you are. The more you produce, the higher up you'll go. As you go up, you'll unlock more and more of these craftable resources, whether they be enchanted craftables or not. And it's so convenient that the saddler is actually right next to the leather. We're going to try to make as many of these as possible, so we'll just go all the way up here. Looks like we're going to be able to saddle all 10 of these. And you can see here, we can also use focus while we're doing this. I didn't really show you guys that, but as you, I'll do this ox, and I'm going to put focus, right? So it uses 919 of my focus to make a better ox. As you can see here, we have Journeyman's Riding Horse, but this Journeyman's Riding Horse quality is good. Then you can see here, this one quality outstanding. And then you can see here, quality normal. So it crafts depending on different things, but it will give you a percentage crafted depending on if you're premium or not, a better quality one. And if you use focus, it will automatically, and I'll show you here in a second, craft the best possible ox. So this one's normal. So I kind of got boofed there a little bit. You can also farm most of the mounts in the game. Like you can get these baby basilisks, and then you can saddle them and raise them. And that's how that works. Now I'm going to run these back. And then you sell them in the auction house or the market. And I just want to mention this too, that that there are bonuses for certain things. Like you can see here, axes and capes get a 10% bonus today, and if you're in corrupted dungeons, you're getting 15% extra fame and 10% extra loot in the corrupted dungeons. So you want to keep an eye and kind of try to do what you'll get more bonus for during the day. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. What I'm going to do actually right now is... Actually, that kind of works out perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the guild island, and how you get to the guild island is you open up this tab and you look down here, and obviously this is going to be our guild No Effects. If you guys are interested in joining No Effects, it's no big deal. Just type in No Effects in the guild finder. It'll pop up. There's no requirement to be in the guild, and there's no tax. We have this lovely island built for everybody. It has most of the things available. We haven't really been feeding our workers. But I'll start feeding them here soon, so that way when we have more people pile in, it'll be fine. In order to use, you have a slot for yourself specifically that no one else can get into. But if you go into the bank here, we actually opened another slot up for the guild, and this is stuff that's all available to the public. And what I'm gonna do right now, I don't want to put all of them in there. So I just put 3 mounts in here, and what I might actually do is I want to split these. Split, split, split. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 mounts in there. So there's a couple tier 3 mounts in here. So obviously, if you're coming into the game brand new and you join our guild, there's an opportunity to make some money here or use a higher mount. Because you get mount pretty quick. And then I'm going to place the rest of these in here for new players that I meet. So if I meet you on the road and I see that you're in boof gear or have a bad mount, I have a mount for you. What's up, AK? How's it going? Appreciate you joining. VIPs in the house. Then I'm going to go over here and I'll show you guys how I sell these. What I do that makes the most sense for me to sell them anyways. So go over here to the marketplace. Most people have probably already done this before if you've ever played this game, but in case you haven't, I've been spending a lot of money. Now it's time to make that money back, right? So I'm going to sell this, and it says I can make a sell order right now for 14,178, or I can sell it for what the bank says I should sell it for, which is 11,350. And what I want to do is kind of place the number in between this number and this number, right? So if this is 14,178, if I want it to sell really fast, what I do is I put it like 13,778, and I create a bid for it, and people can buy it now. Okay, same thing with these. If I go to sell this, I'm going to look at the sell order. It says 13,949, and I go over here, and they're selling for about 10,000 on the regular, which is 20% below average. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go in between that again. I'm going to say it 11,999, and I'm going to create. And then here, same thing, 10,678, 12. I'm going to go 12,948, 12,948, and then I'll create sales for those. And more than likely, pretty quickly, they're going to go fast, right? That ox is already gone, right? And the money goes instantly into your thing, so quickly my money will go back up from that. I can also sell these leather and these logs, but I'm going to keep them for more mounts because I'm farming mounts inside my island. So you get a personal island, and you get a guild island. Your personal island, once you have one, they pretty much exist in each individual place. So if I went to a different city, like let's say I went to Martlock, right? And I went to my island in Martlock, it's going to take me to a brand new island, I believe. Actually, I've never tried that before. I'm not going to lie to you here. It may take me to my regular island, but I'm almost positive that it's going to be a brand new island. I'm not absolutely positive. Suzuki-chan, welcome back. What's up? Diablo. Welcome everybody, thanks for joining. Hopefully you hit that follow button. Get them notifications next time I'm online. Don't wait for the buffs. I do giveaways. I have tons of codes for giveaways. I do giveaways for PUBG. I do giveaways for Call of Duty. I do giveaways for Albion. I do giveaways for Genshin Impact, and I do giveaways for what is another one? Can't remember off the top of my head. I need to get better organized with this stuff. I've been really busy lately. My brain's kind of scrambled, so that's pretty much all the selling stuff works. Let me switch mounts here. Switch back to my wolf mount. I also have an owl, bat, a dodo, a salamander, which I really do like the salamander because it's cheaper, but it's not as fast as finding dungeon as this one is. Oops. Oopsies. We'll remount up. So did you learn something today, Space? Some you didn't learn from Beast or from Black Boa or Nanishk or I'm not sure. Professor, who else? Who else is good? There's a bunch of good players from Albion that are on Twitch, so there's plenty of people to watch, to learn from, and collect drops from. You can pick your favorite. Pick your favorite and do your worst, is what I always say. I normally know that there's elites that are down the side right here. So these are group dungeons. One thing that I want to say about group dungeons is they don't close. So once you're in there with your group, you can get charged up by another group and get killed. So keep that in mind when you're in the lethal zones. If you're in a group dungeon, people can come in there behind you, kill everybody, and take all their stuff. There are, I believe, different tiers of group dungeons, and there's open world bosses too. Like, see this open boss right here? And if you click on him, it'll tell you how long it will be till he reappears. And essentially, you can take this boss out for a lot of loot. But it's normally a 20-minute. Oh, here's a corrupted. Oh, no. Hellgate. My bad. This is not corrupted. This is a Hellgate. Okay, so if you were with your friend running around together, protecting each other, and you run into one of these, both of you can go inside of this and fight other players, PvP style. It's a dungeon, but then in the middle of the dungeon, it will queue in some other people for you to fight. I appreciate it, Space. I do my best, you know. I've been in a bad state of mind for the last year and a half, believe it or not. I just didn't talk about it. And I was really depressed and lived inside video games, so I didn't have to live my life. And I don't want to talk about the other part of it, but yeah. I was doing good for a long time. I had 6 years of being an angel, and then I kind of slipped. And so now I'm trying to get back on track and get my life together again. It was kind of together, but only on the outside looking in was it together. In actuality, it was pretty dysfunctional and probably not very healthy for me. So, but that's kind of changing. Not kind of, it is changing. I'm going to be working on getting my grant writing certification and my trauma-informed care stuff for my job, and then, you know, I'll be making more money. I'll be better off, and hopefully I'll get some more clean time under my belt. Oh, dude, I am already thinking about saving money for the second 6 month period of the year, so from June until December, and then possibly sometime in, you're gonna have to tell me when the weather's good there, and maybe me and my girlfriend that I'm with now can come down there. I would love to come take a trip down there and come hang out. Like, I don't make bad money, and I'm sure my money is good. Okay, so here's a corrupted dungeon. Um, Corrupted dungeons are a little bit different than the Hellgates. Corrupted dungeons are solos. Look at this guy. What are you looking at? You could get killed, Mr. Swordman. I will say this about this game: if you do start out, Spear is like the best weapon you can get. I would go Spear and Taproot. A lot of people say that, but Spear's kind of broken right now. Where is it? Here it is. Spear's kind of broken right now, so just the regular ass adept Spear. I was watching someone play with a tier 7 Spear and absolutely smacking people. This skill right here is broken, cripple, so it slows them and purges all move speed buffs. So yeah, they can't run away, and it does a lot of damage. You have to learn kind of the cadence or the way to use it, but it is extremely effective at killing people, and I've watched people just plow through other players for hours with that weapon. And the Taproot's going to be here through the tomes. Once you get up through the top, I believe this is Taproot. But yeah, you have Taproot. Taproot's going to be through tome. And it's pretty good. It adds max health, max regen, and gives a healing received bonus and mastery modifier. I normally use the regular tome because of the energy regeneration for casting, but this right here, the healing received bonus and the max health bonus, really helps out a lot when fights. You can also go defensive against players. You know, you get this defensive bonus and you get this heal cast bonus, which is kind of the same, and you get a mastery modifier, but if you don't have any masteries, it doesn't really make sense to do that. You can go this route. It'll give you max energy and max energy regeneration, which is kind of good. And this is more for if you're working with spells. So if you're like a caster, you would want to use that. I would stick with these two. If you're using DPS weapons, like if you're using single-handed dagger or any kind of single-handed weapon, basically, it's an offhand DPS. Wow, I'm just getting absolutely... I'm finding plenty of corrupted, just no regular dungeons or elites. Another corrupted. Maybe I should just kill people in corrupted dungeons. I'm too afraid they're gonna beat me though, because they're not really set up PvP, to be honest. If I was gonna go PvP, I'd grab those Death Givers or my Bear Paws. I love Bear Paws, they're so funny. Like, I can use the Q skill to jump, and so I can kind of like move forward faster. Most people have expectation, like they already know what you're gonna do though, because I mean it's pretty set. Death Givers, Scythe and Spear, pretty popular right now. It's another 2v2. Space, we need to start doing these 2v2s, man. Here's a dungeon. Let's just do one more solo. Let me see how much time I have left. 3 minutes. Alright, this will be the last thing I do, and then I gotta go. Pluto, come lay down. Come lay down, buddy.
How's work?
It was long, dude. I absolutely fucking hate Tuesdays and Thursdays. I love outreach like it's my baby. I love going out and like seeing people in the outside and like letting them know what's going on. Like, hey, the weather's gonna be bad, watch out. handing out food to people who otherwise would just be fucking hungry. And today I saw somebody who I hadn't seen in a while, and they had a kidney failure, so they had like a, you know, like a piss bag and all that shit. And I was like happy to see them, but also very sad, you know, because I know like they don't get the proper medical treatment because they don't have insurance or money, and they can't get on the they're getting on the housing list, but they can't get it fast. You know what I mean? Like they get bumped up, but they really don't get it right away. So it's like he still has to sleep outside the library or under the bridge around a bunch of meth addicts. And like the dude's just a normal guy, and you can just tell he's just going through it, you know? I feel bad. There's nothing I can do, but I'm happy like I get to show up and like give him some food and like, do you need blankets, you know, cold weather stuff, water gear, whatever. It makes me feel good about my job, you know?
No, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's-
Stop in out there with people like you. So, you know, in the area. Somebody heard it. Real fucking special.
yeah, it felt really good today when I saw him. I was like, Al, dude, it's so good to see you, bro. And he was just so down because he's like, he knows the last time he saw us, he was just like laying there, just like not moving. And he was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And we're like, it's not COVID, is it? And he's like, no, I don't think it is. He was like, I'm really not feeling good. And you know, when someone says that, they're not being very specific about what they're not feeling good about. You just kind of lost at what to say about it, you know, like, you know, all we can do is like just pray for them and shit, and just hope that like, you know, things will get better, because we really can't, like, I personally can't do anything. Like, I'm in a situation myself where I'm just like, fuck, you know. The most I can do is like show support and be there every Tuesday and Thursday to give them food and
Man, when I called outreach, that dude like stayed on the phone and stayed calling me back until I'm home.
yeah.
Like, I'm not letting you go until we find it.
You're talking about when you call it outreach for Oxford?
Yeah, I was sleeping under a fucking tree. I didn't know him. I
Yeah.
didn't know anything. I was just like, you're out of money. I'm trying to do I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm fucking, you know, I'm on the street now. He's like, help me find water. He's like Googling where I can find power.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
I had to go sit on this bench and I was like, I found power.
Right, all excited.
Made his picture of Jesus Christ, and it was a picture of him talking on lights on the street.
That's fucking cool.
So I sat on the bench, you know, got powered up. He was like, "Oh man, I'm so happy for you." Da, da, da. And then I went and found water. It's like a fountain on the side of the building, like the fire station
Yeah.
or whatever, right before the university. I was like, the other latest picture or something like that. It's crazy. And I was so grateful. Filled up my water bottle. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I go to my little cut on the trees. It was like, right before you hit the university.
Next time, yeah, next time,
Downtown,
if you ever have that happen again in this city, you just find a place called Eastwoods Park, and you're gonna be good to go. Promise you, bro. You will not regret going there.
I got
I hope it will never happen, but if it does, just remember Eastwoods.
I got dropped off at the Arch on Saturday.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
This place will be like a quiet ass park that has a bathroom and fucking electricity and all that shit, and it's quiet and hidden away in the neighborhood where nobody will see you. Like,
City is bumping the street, go everywhere. No money in my pocket.
yeah, that sucked.
No dollar. That's all.
I remember those
Yeah, I
days.
told him to go to the rock. He was like, that's where they helped me. So I went.
Oh,
So I made
Jesus.
it all the way up there. And I gave him like my life freaking story. He's like, oh, you don't qualify.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
going to give you a lift. You're not suicidal and shit. It's like, well, this is where I was told I get help, you know? So, hey, Johnny, they give me a lift to the arm. Like,
Hey, that sucks.
so I got my little backpack and I'm like, oh, this dude seriously, because I went to a church to get help. And he's like, man, just come towards the university.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
they were telling you to come to me is what they were doing. That's funny. No bullshit. That's where I work, is at the university pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's like, go towards the university, it's safe over there. So I went over there, I went left, and I went out to this like bridge that goes across the water.
Yeah.
And right before there, I went up this hill, and there's like some big houses up on these ledges. And on the bottom of those ledges is where I slept.
Yeah, you're talking about fucking Peace Park.
I don't know, there's like some trees and I jumped off and went up in there.
Yeah, that's not a safe place to sleep either, because all the park people will come out there and fuck
I'm
with you.
sure not, dude. I was like scared. I didn't know what to start. I was tired, you know. I woke up in the morning, I found water and all that, and started through there, and I came back and had this little bait. This, intrigued me for like, oh, these snake games are badass.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking dirty. You know, and they're like, whoa, you're dirty. You're not going to be able to get a sober house. You're dirty. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll go back to treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
Like, what do you mean I can't get in? I'm dirty. Like, that's why I'm trying to get in. It's because I'm dirty.
oh, fucking up. Like, duh. And he was like,
Yeah, most people will tell you don't tell them that that you're dirty, because then they'll.
it's honest.
No, I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
most of those people will be like, "Don't tell them you're dirty."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Say something like that. Don't say this.
Yeah. Just say you're willing, basically.
He's like, man, don't sound like a preacher. So, okay. So, but they got it it's way over here, so I'll walk over here to the town and have, you know, that.
You're lucky they're couching, dude. I remember I was calling houses for this one kid, and they're like, "We don't couch." I was like, "What?" I was like, "How do y'all save lives if you don't couch people? Like, people are on the streets, like, getting ready to die from their addictions, and y'all won't pick them up or like fucking do anything?" They picked me up and shit, brought me over here.
You know what the fuck.
Yeah,
So,
that's how everybody else is too. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's like that.
I was honest about it. Like, I didn't know it was supposed to be cloud. I just didn't hear it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really nervous, you know? He's reading all the stuff, like, it's like blank, like sleep. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
whatever you want me to do.
You're like, maybe I'll fuck it up tomorrow and fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, very fun.
Right.
Oh. So, yeah, they're like, oh, you know, it's all about me. You know, what's up? So I was, you know, but I didn't know it. I've never been in this. A lot of people are very familiar with it, and it's kind of strange for somebody not to know.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
I don't know. When I got here, I didn't know shit. I wasn't even used to living inside, so I was like, I don't even know if I could do it. I told old dude, I was like, the guy who originally told me about it, I was like, I don't even know if I could be inside. I was just being straight up with him. I was like, I've been living outside for a long time now. Even when I had a house with my chick, I would be like, I'm going out, and I would just not come home for weeks on end. And I paid rent, and I fucking paid the car note and shit, and took care of my dog, and did all kinds of shit, but I would never just stay there, like, at night. Like, I'd go there and play video games during the day and answer phone calls and sell dope and shit, but I would never fucking just stay there. Yeah, I would never just stay there. But like, so all this shit is new to me. Maybe that's not something to talk about on stream, but I don't really give a fuck what people think. You know what I'm saying? That's part of my life and my story.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I don't fuck with the shit anymore. I've been good, so I don't feel bad.
A lot of people are like, oh, don't say that. Like, I don't care. That's what I've done. I'm not ashamed of anything.
Part of me, yeah.
Like, it's part of it. It's been rough. It's been very rough.
Give me something
like,
good.
It's kind of normal at some places. You know what I mean? Pain, like, no, it's but I did find a sober house in the south, and they were really boozing.
Yeah.
It's a really nice guy. He had like 20-something years old, but he's got like,
Kevin Carpenter?
Carpenter.
Oh, okay. I was just saying. What the fuck? Really, Kevin Carpenter? That would be weird. Like, it's right off the bat.
It's Kevin Bird. He's an older guy, and he's a contractor, general contractor.
Yeah.
And so we hit it off right away. He's like talking to me, you know, getting the money for the house, and we're just sitting there talking back and forth. We're just old fucking talking, you know, body's broken up.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have it over here. Like, man, seemed like a good guy. You know, he's like, you got a TV? Oh, no, sir. Well, I'm gonna bring you a TV. That's what it brought.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's nice.
because there wasn't no TV until like people had ran out with it. You know,
What?
it's a really rough kind of place. So I'm going to work and shit. He gets me through to one of his contractors, and they love my work. I'm like, man, this dude works hard as fuck. You know, and I come home on Sunday making some extra hours, and people passed out all over the girl passed out up the stairs.
What
Like
the
the
fuck?
dudes passed out in the kitchen, like on the fucking concrete.
All of the smoking cakes and
Fucking
yeah.
beer cans and shit. They were blowing something like I guess it was heroin, but it was in a vape. He was blowing. I came around the corner. He was blowing it through the other end in her mouth.
Oh, then they're
Just
probably smoking dope.
like
Fentanyl.
boom, here's the thing. And he sees me looking, he's like, oh shit, oh come on baby, let's go to bed, let's go. He starts tugging on her, like pulling her arm outside. I'm like, dude, leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like I know what you're doing, I don't give a fuck. Let her be. Like, she's fucking tugging on me. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to act normal.
That's a trip, bro.
Yeah, it was a trip. And I was like,
I'll
oh
let
my
my
god,
cool
I
down
come
sleep.
home, I didn't know if they were alive. Then they wake up,
He's
and
like,
they're like blaming me for stealing shit. And like all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I called him, I was like, dude, you gotta get me out of here.
thank you guys for sticking around. No, you're
Go
good.
ahead. No, go ahead, man. You should.
I mean, I've literally been streaming this whole time. I've just been playing. When I talk to my girl, though, that's different. I've been meaning to say something about that because, like, I don't want her to feel like I'm not paying attention to her because we don't talk all day. So, like, if you see me on the phone with her, I have in mind, like, yeah, no, I
I
know.
try to like, no.
No, I haven't said anything. That's the whole thing. Is like, but I noticed the other day when Dub did it, it kind of frustrated me, and then I thought about it, and I was like, well, maybe it might bother her, you know? I'm thinking about it bothering me, but really it might bother her. She don't talk to me all day, and then I talk to her at 11, 12 o'clock at night. Oh shit, man, you almost fucking just No, it's just when I'm on the phone with her, sometimes you'll come in the room and I'll be talking to you and not paying attention to her and shit.
Yeah. See, I try to like.
I've been trying to talk to her later, yeah.
Because I'm like, I feel like I'll walk in on something, I'm like, oh, I'm not here.
Nah, it's not like that. It's just
I'm
like,
like,
I don't mind saying what's up, but I'll probably not have a full conversation with you if I'm on the phone with her.
oh,
I've been doing that before, and I'm almost positive it makes her not feel like she's has her attention on her.
yeah, I didn't even. I'm not in that world. It's kind of before my generation. So,
Yeah, I'm not upset about it.
I'm learning.
I was just mentioning it so you don't think I'm ignoring you or something if I do that next time, or I'm just like not saying anything when I'm talking to her.
You're overly nice, and I'm just not used to everything.
She does the same fucking thing. She's like, I'm so used to being abused, like I don't understand kindness that well, so I don't know how to react to it.
Like, am I doing something wrong?
What is this?
This thing coming out of
I
your
just found some mage sandals. That's what's up. 4.2 mage sandals. Hell yeah. Those are gonna be worth some money. I've never actually used these before. Health, max energy, health regen, energy regen. Huh. I might actually keep those. They don't sound bad. What am I using now? I'm using these for the speed. What do these got? Start sprint, increasing your 8%. Teleport to target position every 1 second. Can't teleport through obstacles. 15 meters. Cooldown 19 seconds. What's the cooldown on these? $28 seconds? It's like a whole 9 seconds faster. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. That just about almost makes 2 hours worth of playing. I think I'm gonna fast travel. If you're still here, I appreciate you sticking around. Like I said, I hope you guys learned something about Albion. Even if you're not interested in playing, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I kept it interesting enough. I will probably be back next time with, what's the game called? Street Fighter Duel? New mobile game just came out 2 days ago. Played a little bit of it passive. It looks like a lot of fun. I will have to do some more on it to know for sure, and I want to try the PvP elements, which I haven't started the season for that yet. 5,000 silver there. We'll drop all this stuff off and call it quits.
Looking for safe passage?
I normally keep my Discord chat open too, but this time I didn't keep my Discord chat open for you guys. But next time I'll open it up and you guys can come in and talk if you want. I will have it open. And I will send a link so you guys can join me if you'd like in chatting it up. Oops, I put those shoes in there. We'll go here, put this away. We can put this other leather and that wheat out there. Book in there. Shoes in here. And I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go check and see how long these horses take. 19. So about 10 hours. So when I wake up, those will be ready.
Ready to leave?
And that's the gist of farming Albion for silver stuff. Tons of ways to make money in this game. Tons of content. Hopefully you guys will try it if you haven't tried it. If you have tried it, hopefully you learned something new. If not, come back next time. Maybe we'll touch on something else. Maybe we'll do some corrupteds, even if I get my ass kicked. And maybe we can get Space Chunk on here and we'll do some 2v corrupted or Hellgates. Or even queue up for some Crystal. I know they got these arenas, so we can sign up for 5v5 arenas or Crystal arenas and do some PvP now that we got some decent gear. Alright, and that's gonna be it for me. Have a good night, everybody. We're